This is ridiculous. Y'all, I can't even leave y'all a few days. Ugh. And then here we got Oprah and Dwayne The Rock Johnson, more like dumb as a rock Johnson, coming out here asking people for money. Y'all. Now, call me crazy, but the last time I checked, don't rich people throw fundraisers and shit like that for situations exactly specifically like Maui? So wouldn't it go to stand that it makes more sense for them to throw a big fundraiser with their friends instead of coming to us common poor folk, expecting us to constantly clean up the mess for them? I'm sorry, no. We're not going to fund you and your new island there because we're not stupid. Just like the money for Ukraine doesn't necessarily go to the people of Ukraine, it just goes to fund this stupid war between two countries that have nothing to do with us. Yeah, no, we're not falling for that. Sorry. You guys have plenty of money, and you know that you do. You need to quit manipulating. You need to quit trying to make us feel bad, like that you all know that if we could help, we would. So for you to capitalize on our good human nature, you just kissed your careers goodbye. You can donate, you can donate, you can donate. Do you see how that works, Oprah? You need to turn that little attitude of yours around to some of your friends. Because we the people are not going to help you set up shop. We the people are not going to help you take over Maui. We the people are not going to sit here and stand and support your new island for all those kids that are missing. We're not doing it. If anything, I think us Americans should start mobilizing to get everything together. I know there's plenty of people who have boats, okay? We have plenty of people out there who know how to rig things and, I mean, come on, let's get redneck with it. Let's get country with it. That's how the country folk do it, all right? When there's someone that needs help, you get a whole caravan of people to go help that family. So why can't we do that for Maui? There's plenty of us here over in the mainlands. You see, this is the problem with us Americans. We rely on something else to always do it for us, right? As long as we donate a little bit here or there, then we feel like we did something. Well, wake the fuck up. We're basically showing you what you are capable of, which is absolutely nothing except your dollar bill. And even that's losing value. No. You explain to me first and foremost how the fire happened. When I buy that story, then maybe, just maybe, I will trust you guys enough to help with sending money to a foundation or what. See, okay, here's another thing. You gotta know the fucking wordage. Foundation is a great way to set up shop. It's a great way to fake a money funneling system. You look at all these foundations. What is a foundation? What does it even mean? Oh, the foundation of sisterhood for whatever. Foundation for what? We had a foundation. It's still there. It's still usable, isn't it? A foundation is something that you build off of, right? What the fuck have they built off of their foundations that they create? Where does all that money really go, guys? I don't ever see receipts, do you? And we've been blindly trusting them with this money for years. We've been doing this for years. Back in the days, the rich people usually had foundations and organizations and charities of their own that they used to help people who were not as well off as they were. That's what rich people were supposed to do back then, because God blessed you with so much that it was your responsibility and obligation to share that with everyone else, especially those who couldn't achieve as much as you. That was the whole goal, right? You were supposed to set the example, and then once we started chipping in, then you stepped back. And then you made it all our responsibility to do everything. I'm sorry, but just because you're rich in this country anymore, it doesn't mean shit to me. It doesn't mean shit to any of us. Just because you have money, so what? What about your character? What do you do with that money? Huh? Do you spend it on skanks, on whores, on prostitutes, hookers, drugs, alcohol, cars, jewelry, big expensive mansions? Are you putting it towards a homeless shelter, an orphanage? Are you putting it towards, I don't know, a community project of some type for gardening or a farmer's market or anything like that, what are you actually doing with that money? And motherfucker, it is my fucking business now. You know why? Because for years I have donated so much money to these organizations. I have donated just like everyone else. Where has my money gone? Because the problems are still there. You keep telling us that if we give you money, the problems go away. The problems are getting worse. Wake up! Stop giving them your money. I'm not saying that the people in Maui don't need help. They do, and they know they do. But they know what kind of help they need. See, that's another thing. I get so tired of everyone being so damn arrogant and thinking that they know what other people need all the time. Or that if you are giving help, they should just accept it, even if it is not the kind of help they need. Where do we get off? First of all, why don't we ask Maui, what do you need from us? Instead of just starting to get money going. Oprah, rock, we're not stupid as a rock. We know what you're doing. We see right through you. And the fact that you choose now to still pull these games shows me that you have no soul. You already sold it, didn't you? Well, you don't get my soul. I can't speak for other people, but you don't get to have my soul. I refuse to put any chip in my hand or in my brain. Sorry, Elon Musk. But you know what? You really threw me off. I knew at the end of the day that you were still a billionaire who just wants to play God. That's all this money does for you people. It gives you this ridiculous amount of power to think that you are a God, and you're not. You think you have the right to run everyone else's lives for them, and you don't. Just because I'm poor, guess what? I'm happy being poor, actually. Less problems that way. Well, who said it best? More money, more problems. Was that Biggie? Honestly, can't remember. Was it Biggie? But either way, that's not the point. The point is that yes, when there's more money involved, there's always going to be more problems. Bigger problems, more expensive problems. To the people of Maui, the best thing that you could do right now is to retreat a little bit, regain your strength, and allow people to help you. Good people. Don't take the help from these monsters, these leeches. There are plenty of people here in the States who really want to help, who want to be there, but we can't send you money. I've got a storage full of furniture and stuff that I don't even want. I would be more than happy to give it to a family in Maui who could use something to repair and replace some of the damage that happened in their home, if they have a home still, or even if they don't, if they get a new home and they need furniture to fill it up. Guys, I have that. We can rally that way. We used to do garage sales and stuff like that. How can we think outside the box this time? But I'm sorry, there's got to be a better way than just grouping a bunch of money together. We've got to find a different way. We got to start going old school with things, don't you think? And I know Maui is really far away from Illinois, but you know what? I'm here and I'm ready. I want to help. So if anyone comes up with a plan to get stuff over there, count me in. But Rock and Oprah, y'all can go fuck yourselves. Can you smell what the Patriot is cooking? To the people who do want to get these chips in their hands or in their heads, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. I'm going to say it one more time. For the people in the back, you are an idiot. Do you know why? Anytime they introduce something good that is meant to help us out, it's usually a trick. Have we not figured that out by now? Because anything good that they come out with, it always ends up going bad for us. I just gave you so many examples of why I'm not going to send money, but that's the point. That's why they want to get these chips in us. It's not because they want it for our best interest or our gain or anything like that. It's not to help us. It is to serve them. Because then what can they do? When we say, no, I don't want to do something, oh, clickety click, 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 I'm going to program you to do it anyways. Yeah, I would make sure that you hurry up and save this video, download it and share it because, yeah, now that I said that, TikTok is definitely going to take it down as misinformation. It's not misinformation. It is a valuable, logical question to ask. How do I know that they're not going to try to program me with these chips in me? Like I'm some simulation. You guys have to remember, anything that God can do, Satan will most definitely mock and defile and ruin. So even if this does start out with the best intentions and It is supposed to take us into a whole new evolution of human nature, Elon Musk. You're not God. You don't get to monkey around with people's brains. If you want one, be our guest. You go ahead and do that. But I'm not going to sign up, and I'm sure there are a lot of other people on here that are not going to sign up, whether you're a Christian or not even. I mean, it does say in the Bible that is the mark of the beast, and you won't be able to buy or sell anything without it. And we're seeing that now in China. What more do you people need for evidence? I don't know what will get you to finally open your eyes. But even if you don't believe in God, why would you still want something like that? Do you not trust yourself enough to make your own decisions? Do you not trust yourself enough to think for yourself? Or do you need someone else to do it for you? Because you were made to believe that everything you do is a failure. That's the best part about being alive, is you get to fail. You look at all of the most successful people in this world. The people that actually, made something of themselves. Didn't just sleep their way to the top. Kamala. No, you look at people that actually made something of themselves. They all failed. Big time. They fucked up royally. Henry Heinz is a perfect example. The Heinz guy. Yeah, the guy who created all the ketchup that we love to use on everything. Before you try to dismantle this country, why don't you go actually look at the people who built it? It's not just about color. That is the only thing that they want in this world, is to use against us, is anything like that. Race, money, religion, war, all of it. It's profitable for them. Don't you realize that? I'm talking to a phone and I'm acting like it's gonna respond back to me. This is the reality of it. I can't talk to people anymore in person. I have to come on here and tell my phone everything and then put it out there for the world to see. And hopefully, not only does it get to stay out there and I get to use my voice, because that's why I have one, because in 2023, we have a voice and we're using it. But hopefully it will actually connect with someone else's brain cells and they'll start to catch on to the theory that maybe, just maybe, they're not doing this for us. Maybe, just maybe, they're doing it for their own selfish gain. Did we ever think that maybe that's possible? Oh no, we're just going to keep living in this deluded reality of, I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore. You tell me what's going on. September 1st, what the fuck happened with everyone? Oh, we're going to go and ride. Where the fuck were you? Tell you where I was. I wasn't on here, was I? Did you see me at all on here? Nope. Everyone talks about, see, people will never do it. I did it. I stayed off my phone. I stayed home. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't do anything. Where was everyone else? Unlike a lot of people out here who run their mouths just to get clout and attention, I actually do follow through with what I say I'm going to do on here. And you know what I learned in that time? I learned, first of all, it is a challenge to get off your phone and stay off of it for 24 hours. It is. It's hard. It's a challenge for sure. And it's even harder when you don't have anyone in your personal life to talk to about these things. You have to sit there with your own thoughts. And you know what I did the whole time? I prayed. I read my Bible. I talked with my son. I tried to heal some situations in my own personal life. But as soon as I get on here, you know what happens? I waste a whole fucking day. Because why? I'm too focused on what's happening in the moment instead of preparing for the next moment. I'm too busy getting sucked into the fear that does make its way around here. And you know what? I don't care what anyone says at this point. People use the Bible as well to fearmonger. And I'm tired of that too. First and foremost, we don't know everything. We don't. As human beings, we can read a book over and over and over and over again. But everyone is going to define it a different way. Everyone is going to interpret it a different way. Until God comes down here himself and tells me, Samantha, my daughter, you did everything that I needed you to do. You read the Bible just like I needed you to do. You did everything right. Until then, I'm always going to doubt myself. I know that I don't have all the answers. None of us do. But it is one thing for me to come on here and act like I do. It's another for me to come on here and pump you guys up when I'm not even willing to do it. I don't know everything about the Bible. I do know this, though. The thief that was on the cross next to Jesus gave his life over to Jesus in that moment, and he was saved. He never read a page in the Bible, not one day in his life. He was literally at death's door, which goes to show the power of Jesus is greater than our own understanding. Hello? You don't know who's going to go to hell. You don't know who's going to go to heaven. You don't know who's going to be raptured. You don't know who's going to go through the tribulation. You don't know shit. That's the point of having faith. You don't know. You trust that it's going to happen. And until then, you live life the way you're supposed to. So I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to live like, oh, the rapture's coming tomorrow, because I don't know. There's still a lot that needs to happen before Jesus returns. In the meantime, I'm not going to lay over and play dead like it's already over. We don't know when it's going to be over. So until then, until we hear the fat lady sing, how about we just keep going and keep fighting the good fight and keep pushing back? But we're not going to do that until people wake up. And it's not even waking up. Do you know what it means to be a patriot? Do you know what it means to be an American in this country? It means that I don't have to be your friend and you don't have to be mine. But at the end of the day, I will stand by your side and defend your fucking right to call me an asshole, because guess what? I want you to do the same damn thing for me. That is what it means to be a patriot. You put your political differences aside and you stand for what is correct, what is right morally. We've lost sight of that. So how can we really expect anything to go right anymore? We're all too busy about worrying if we're right or wrong. We don't even know. You want to know? Read your Bible. There's the foundation right there. You build from that. Anything less than that is a fucking waste of my time, and it's an excuse to keep doing evil. And I'll tell you another thing. Elon Musk, I will never support you ever again. I know exactly what you're doing, and you're wrong for it. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. We don't need more technology. We need God.